Hey everyone, I'm Mike. Thanks for checking out my channel. Today we're going to do a deeper dive into this guitar right here, the Westcreek JX-20. I did a video a couple days ago where I had bought it from Temu for $131, and my initial impression was that it was pretty good, but it needed some changes. Today we're going to go over what those changes were and my views on the guitar right now. And do I think that this would be a good first guitar for somebody just learning to play? So let's check it out. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that little playthrough that I had right there. And I just wanted to come back and take a couple days. I've had this, I was going to make a video the next day after I did all my adjustments on it. But I figured I would take a couple days and just play the guitar and give a real good opinion of what I feel about it. And what I feel is for 131 bucks, this guitar is incredible. I mean, this neck is a satin back. Like, I love a non-gloss neck. Roasted maple, it's comfortable to play. It's like perfect thickness, like a modern C, and feels great. It's got a bone nut on it. The pickups are excellent. Alnico pickups, I can't complain about them. In the first video I wasn't sure, but the more I played it, the more I test sampled, I was like, these are great pickups. The coil tap works well, and the pots and everything that are inside of it are fine. I mean, they're not CTS or anything like that, but if you're having this guitar for at home to kick around to play, I mean, you don't need to change them out. If you were taking it out to play live a lot, maybe I'd put something that you feel is a little more reliable, because when people always say is a guitar roadworthy or can take the rigors of the road, they're not generally talking about the guitar. Any guitar you can get out there and kind of play, it's the internal guts that are inside the guitar that make it what it is for roadworthy. About shorting out and really just changing out all the electronics is not that expensive. You could probably do it for 60, 70 bucks to something good. I have another custom shop guitar that I have that's over here that I put the 920D custom pots in it, and those have been great. But this guitar I really love. I just think it's comfortable. It sounds great. It's fun to play. It's inspiring. I mean, for 131 bucks, I'm not complaining at all. I can't for that. But it led me to the question that, is this a good guitar for somebody's first guitar that's a beginner? And my answer to that is actually no, which comes surprising as much as I love it. And that's because solely of the condition that the guitar was when I got it. I will admit, the tuners were okay, but I did upgrade those to locking tuners that I put on here, because every one of my guitars has locking tuners. And like I said, pickups and everything, the guts are great. The problem was, and I've seen other videos talking about this, and I thought maybe it was something that's just like, you know, cheaper guitars you get in and out, you don't know whether the quality is going to be that good, and you might have to make adjustments. But this was relatively bad, and everyone who's had one has said the same exact thing. They've had the same exact issue. I think when they cut this pocket, they didn't cut it right. They put the holes too deep, the pocket's too weird, because when I got this, the strings were super high off the neck, and this bridge was bottomed out. It was completely down. The pins were sticking out right here, the screws for that, and it was really kind of unplayable. The frets, I'll admit, when I did them, there was only one slightly high fret that I wouldn't even have had to adjusted, but I did just to get it to perfect. And that's why I say, for someone who works on guitars, that maybe does, even has the basic knowledge of doing setups, this is a great guitar, because 2.5 hours of work, 3 hours, I had this thing like a champ. I did have to put a 0.5 shim in this to get the strings down. Then I was able to reset this bridge so it's at the proper height. There's no screws sticking out of it. Really feels great. I put my Monte's Montepresso on the neck just to smooth it out. I polished the frets because they were a little bit scratchy. Like I said, I added the locking tuners. So here's why I say that this isn't a great guitar for the beginner. It's because, like I said, that work that I did. I know they have Leo James guitars that run around the $131 price mark, just like this guitar, but they don't have the roasted maple neck. They don't have kind of the pickups like this one has, or the block size that this one has. And the step that you really have to go to is the Lake Monsoon from the Leo James, which is about $230. And that's got the stainless steel frets and the rolled ball end frets. This has the ball end frets, but they're nickel. But like I said, it's got the roasted maple neck, which you're not going to find on a $130 Leo James. And my issue with this was, someone who's a first player that gets this guitar for $130, it's like I said, it's not going to be playable. They're going to have to take it to a luthier if they don't know how to work on guitars. And that could cost them upwards. All the work I did on this, probably $150 of time they have. So now you're $280 into this guitar if you're a beginner. And that's not including adding the locking tuners. These were $30, so I had $160 into it, plus the work that I did. And for $280, you're looking at the upper echelon Leo James that has the locking tuners, and you could be looking at like going to a Guitar Center or your local guitar store and getting yourself a used guitar that you can find a Schecter or something that's probably a little bit better, a little more reliable. This guitar, like I said, for someone that knows how to work on guitars, when you buy a $131 guitar, you kind of know that you're going to have to put work into it. And this took work, but it's fantastic now. Like, I love this guitar. It's been inspiring playing it. I've just had fun. I think it's a great guitar. I think it's perfect for someone that wants to do mods. You don't even have to do that many mods to it. Getting the roasted maple neck, you don't have to change this neck up. You don't have to change the pickups out. Like I said, I would recommend, I always put locking tuners on everything. But this guitar, the guts that come with it, what you get is fantastic. You're not going to get that in a kit guitar for this price. So I think this guitar, for any person that knows how to work on a guitar, do a setup on guitar, this is brilliant to have. I mean, you're not going to regret it. And I didn't want to say like it was a bad guitar that everyone's going to need set up. That's the tough part. I don't want to make it seem like the guitar is not good. Maybe this one was a bad one, I thought. But I did watch a ton of people's reviews on these, and everyone had the same exact issue about the neck being where the bridge was lowered all the way down, and they had to shim the neck and do that. So it seems like it's a flaw in this guitar, and probably why it was marked down to $131. Because I know they released the JX-20 now, which looks really cool with the reverse headstock and has the stainless steel frets and the roasted maple fretboard. And I'm hoping to get my hands on one of those to see what that plays like right out of the box. Because with the discount right now, I think they're running about $189, and that's a pretty good price. So I want to try that one out. But I wanted to give you my views after a couple days of playing this, and I would tell you, if you do basic setups, you do anything, it's a great guitar to have. I'm going to play a couple shows out and do a couple things, and I'm going to take this with me. I love the feel of this guitar. Overall, like, you know, I'm older. I'm 50 years old, and back in the day, what you would get for $100 in a guitar was nothing like this. You weren't getting this kind of guitar, and I think it's a great time to be a guitar player. You're getting better things for less money. You know, CNC has really changed the whole game for the price of guitars. So I definitely put this in the category of the when it's fixed up, when you do the work, in the Monsoon Leo James. You know, that's a good that's a good place to be at, because I feel like those are pretty good guitars for the money. So I would say if you're someone that wants a little project, something to do, you can find this for 131 bucks. Pick it up. You're not going to regret it. Once you do the work and put it into you're going to have a fantastic playing guitar that you're going to have fun with. And you know, if you do know someone that wants to play guitar and they're young and they're looking for guitar and you could do the work for them and help them out, then I recommend 100% that you get them this guitar, because this is something they could have for a long, long time. And I just think Westcreek did a good job with this. It's nice to see these companies putting out these nice guitars with nice parts for this kind of price, and it's a good time to be a guitar player. So that's all I have to say about this. And thanks for watching the video, and I'm going to have more videos coming up. I have a kit guitar coming in from Temu that I'm going to paint and do. I have a couple custom shop guitars that I build. I'm going to do video on is it really worth it to upgrade your guitar? So we'll talk about that. But thanks for checking out the channel, and like and subscribe if you want. Just doing things about music. I'm going to do a bunch of music reviews and stuff like that. The whole channel's just built around love of music. That's why we're all here. We all love music. We all love playing guitar or whatever instrument we play, and music makes our life better. So I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.